at 20 weeks, they told me he would never make it, and wanted me to go get an abortion. And I said, no, of course not. That's nothing we believe in. And so we just kept on going, and they said eventually everything would shut down and we had to go sign papers that do not resuscitate this baby. And we had gone to the mortuary, started planning songs, and picked a spot. At my 32nd week, they did an MRI of him in my stomach, and they decided they were wrong. I said, do we plan a funeral or a baby shower? And they said, do what you feel. He was 2 weeks early, had the whole team set up. He came out natural, everything was fine. He was born with a cleft lip, breathing on his own, no ICU, no nothing. So he's a little miracle. He has middle inner hemispheric holoprosencephaly. You have two parts of the brain. His is fused at the front. When he was born, they told me he had a 30% chance of walking and a 50% chance of talking. So we immediately just got him in every therapy, anything I could think of.
When Mindy first started talking to me about Camp River Run, I didn't know what to think, because I'm like, are you going to be okay with this? And my immediate thought is, holy cow, how's mom going to make it through this? Because Tristan is so important to both of us, but he's a mama's boy.
I'm just so worried when he's not with me. I almost didn't get to have this little boy. How can I trust someone else? What if something happens to him?
You worry about who's watching over these kids, and do they have the stamina to keep up with some of these kids? And so, those are just questions that we asked you guys when we came and saw you, and we went to the day camp before, and then before the camp when we get to talk to counselors, meet a lot of the counselors, the nursing staff. I mean, we went there with a ton of questions, especially my wife.
My worries were because he still needs a lot of help dressing and a little bit of toileting and showering. As a mom, especially a mom with special needs, that's hard to let strangers help your children with that kind of thing. So I made sure to ask you if they all had the background checks, the things like that. And that it really made me feel a lot better that you guys take every precaution to make sure my son's safe.
I mean, her list was pretty long, and you guys were on point. You guys had a solution, an answer to every single question we had.
So I thought, well, maybe we could go to a few day camps for a few years. And he loved it so much that we decided to let him go to the next camp, the summer camp, overnight camp.
The day before Tristan was headed to camp, he just it's like, wow, it's here. This is really happening. He's really going to be gone. And we're going to have to rely on text messages and pictures from counselors, communication via text, and it gets pretty real pretty quick. What are we going to do? A lot of fear, a lot of questions. We just got to believe in the people that are up there, which we do.
My emotional journey while Tristan was gone, the first night I was a nervous wreck. I was bawling, sitting on the couch, not knowing what to do with myself. With all of the texts and pictures, it eased me that Tristan was fine, and they would have called me if there was a problem, so there's nothing to worry about. So by the last day, I was finally able to relax and get some stuff done rather than just sitting around worrying.
For him, he got to experience things that he would that's the only chance he gets to dress up and have a disco night and a pirate night. I mean, Halloween comes once a year. Well, it came many different days up there, which is pretty cool as far as being able to put on costumes and dress up. And the swimming, the sitting around the campfire. I mean, a campfire to Tristan is just the coolest thing in the world now. He wants campfires in the backyard all the time.
When Tristan got back from camp, he was full of it. He had so much energy, so much personality. He just thought, I am so big, and I went to camp.
Camp River Run, I mean, it opened our eyes to a lot of different things. I mean, we've always wanted Tristan to be more independent. We, always want him to have friends and be with his peers, and it's hard with a special need child because they go to school, regular school, which we want them to be. We want them to be in as normal as an environment as they can be. Probably the most normal and most comfortable environment these kids can ever be is when they're together at a camp like Camp River.
I just want to say, if you're on the fence and you have fear, just go to a few day camps, see how it goes. And then you're going to have no choice because your kid's going to talk about it every day and every week until you let them go back. And then it's going to make you feel comfortable and make you feel happy that they look forward to going somewhere.
Me personally, and I think I can speak for my wife, one area we've grown is trust in other people. Today, Tristan went out with one of my buddies, Ted. They went to go see Power Rangers. They went to pizza. A year ago, that would have never happened. But being able to realize that he's going to be okay with somebody else, that's kind of where it's helped us get.
If you're considering or wavering to send your kid to Camp River Run, it's hard. It's hard to let them go. But us as parents, we want them to be independent. We want them to be able to do things on their own. And this is a safe, good environment to start with.
I would just like to say that anybody who has the opportunity or is on the fence, as far as having their kids come to Camp River Run or their child, I get the fear. I get it. I get the anxiety from the medicines to who's watching over him. But it's better for your child. It is. It's 110% better for them to become more independent, to be around their peers. It's good for you as a parent to be able to learn to trust other people. As parents, I mean, we're not going to be around forever. And I mean, the more we can give our children independence and the opportunity to push themselves and to learn other things that we can't offer them that other people can, it's our responsibility, I believe, for them to help them do that.